Hey everybody, I think it's time you got to know me better. Convenient then that a couple days ago I made a community tab post asking you to submit your questions for a Q&A video. I played Dark Souls most of the day yesterday and then pretty much all night, and then woke up too early and then pretty much just kept playing. My voice is not 100%, but maybe if I keep talking, it'll get there. I've just kind of been rotting away on the couch. But anyway, I've done Q&As before every once in a while, think of doing it. Keep it relevant, new people coming into the community, etc. So I'm going to go through, I guess, from like the first posts to the most recent. There is, I think, currently 75 comments on this post and 69 likes. I'm sure some of them are skippable, so we'll just start getting on into it. In the past, I've tried to keep it on screen, have the comments show. I'm not bothering with all that. Maybe I'll just try to say people's YouTube handles. It's just the handles, so if you're some weird username and then your name is somewhere else, all I see is your handle. So I guess we'll get started. Hopefully YouTube does some auto chapters or something, highlights important parts. I don't know. Guess I'm just gonna start talking for the next hour or something. Probably should have gotten more sleep to do this, but here we are. Okay. Literally the first comment when I posted this, Waifu Angela says, "Oh no, did Amber finally get access to your account?" That's crazy how I finally make a video about me and the first thing is Amber Lynn, am I right? But to answer your question, no, Amber did not finally get access to my account. In the future, I'll remember that she's the only person who's allowed to do a Q&A. All right. You've had enough. Finish the Story says, "What's your favorite vegan dish to cook/make?" I've been really enjoying making insanely large quantities of soup lately. I got 7 containers of split pea soup, ready to go in the freezer. Honestly, my favorite things to make are probably some of my favorite foods already, which is pizzas and pasta. Pasta in a tomato sauce is such a simple thing that when I make it, I try to sometimes just see how nice I can make it, with the base just being a box of dry pasta and a jar of sauce from the store. Try to soup it up, throw some tomato paste in there, etc. Always leaning towards Italian food. Now, this next one I'm not going to answer, but I'll give it a mention because it got such a ridiculous amount of likes. Technicolor Bunny says, "What color panties and bra?" PANNIES. And then the letter N, and then bra. Terrible question. Roxanne says, "Where does your band perform?" My band, the Clocktown Giants, has been out of commission since 2016. You can still check out our music on any streaming services, I'm pretty sure. The Clocktown Giants EP on a rope. But we played mostly North Jersey. One of my favorite places to play at was always Dingbats. We've headlined Maxwell's Tavern in Hoboken, which I'm pretty sure is gone now after the resurrection. I think we only played one show in the city. Went up to Syracuse to open for John 5 one time. Seabent says, "Best Coke freestyle combination you've made?" And of course, if you had to choose one soda to have for the rest of your life, what would it be? But seriously, only one. Best Coca-Cola freestyle combination might be my personal mix. The thing that I have on the Coke app where I scan it in and it makes my drink for me. I think I call it the Mellow WiLLo. It's 1/3 Mellow Yellow Zero with the orange flavoring, 1/3 Mellow Yellow Zero with the limeade flavoring, and then 1/3 Mellow Yellow Zero with the citrus twist flavoring. If you get the proportions right, looks exactly like some dehydrated piss. Choose one soda to have for the rest of my life, it's gotta be Coke Zero. Although, if I could bring back Mountain Dew Game Fuel for it, I might have to go with that. That's one of the best things I've ever had. It was back a couple months ago, and now it's just gone again. There's like, a little bit. But it does have sugar. They don't have a zero calorie one of that. So I'm gonna go with Coke Zero. Desi Goo says, can you please give some lore to your Sonic OC? I love her. Literally create a backstory? No, I haven't. But I think it initially started, I just kind of liked the idea of like a PNG tuber. I don't know if you heard that. It's like a VTuber, but like it's just the program where you just put a couple of pictures of a character. You have like one with its mouth open, then one with it like blinking and whatever, and then it kind of animates it while you're talking. I think that's initially why I started making some drawings of what people have dubbed Wilmina on the back of my hat here. Pick yours up today. Started out really bad and uninspired. Just kind of kept working out details through just doing little sketches in free time. And then, one time I just had a lot of ambition. I decided to like take basically a course on YouTube for how to make a 3D model for, say, VR chat or as for a VTuber. Watch this person's course on YouTube. Rainhet, Rainhet, on how to make a 3D character like that. Spent probably like hundreds of hours learning that. Built up a couple of test models and then never really did the full final finishing touches and stuff. Visual art is not my passion. Music definitely is, but it's like I don't have the desire to get very good at visual art. I just like making what I make. So not like seeking out making any kind of living on that stuff or anything. But as a hobby, I like to do that. And I like Sonic, and I like people's Sonic OC original characters. So thought it'd be fun to have my own little thing. It's not like my fursona or anything. Like, that's not me. So don't start thinking that. I think I originally thought of her design because I was like, let's make it so ironic, something that my voice would be coming out of. But yeah, I'd also like to make a Mega Man Reploid character. That would be cool. Ladybird says, would you rather drink King Cobra mead or eat ALR chili soup? Amberlin's chili is probably like less damaging to you, but Cobra's meat is probably slightly more likely to possibly be vegan, though probably not. Probably put some awful, unthinkable things in there. I'd try a couple sips of his mead if I had to. Karma Killers says, if you had to take one of our girls camping, which one would you bring? Amberlin, Chantal, or King Cobra's new GF, and why? Is she really just getting thrown into the mix there? That's crazy. I think it would have to be Amberlin, just for the science of it, like to observe. Like, what would she do if she had to go camping? Can't even imagine it. Nonprofit Girl says, who is Jamie and how do you meet? Well, surprised you actually spelled her name right if you actually don't know who she is. Jamie is my fiance. Been together about 9 years. Jaimie, if anyone was wondering. We met on Tinder back in the day in college. We were in different colleges. And best thing that ever happened to me. GG Glitter says, are you vegan for ethical or health reasons? It all blurs together at a certain point. I like taking credit for anything. This gets brought up every Q&A, but that's fine. I'll give a quick rundown. Jamie was vegan for like 2 years before I met her, and was vegetarian for like basically almost her entire life before that. I was never like super into meat in like the annoying way Amberlin is, like where like kind of is gross under most circumstances. unless it's like unrecognizable. So there wasn't really much of a thought behind that, stopping that. Like if I'm going out to eat with Jamie and stuff, like what would be the point anyway? We're going to places that have other things. And yeah, one day I was like, let me try out cutting out dairy and stuff. Didn't like tell anyone I was doing it or anything. Didn't put the cart before the horse or anything like that, like a lot of people tend to do on YouTube. They just try to make clickbait out of it and find the vegan community and exploit them. I didn't tell anyone. I just kind of tried it out for a couple of days, and I was like, wow, this feels a lot better. And weird things like my skin feels less puffy, if that makes sense. Like I feel less inflamed, which is weird to think about. But yeah, at that point I was like, oh, if this is so much better, I don't really want to go back to how it was before. So been like that since. But yeah, like visiting farms, animal sanctuaries and stuff like that really is like, oh yeah, no, this is all worth it. And state of the environment and everything. It's all bonuses. Borat Pajama says, do you ever perform music on your Twitch? Is that even allowed? Or do you have to show boobs first? What would that have to do with it? Yeah, you've been around. You probably... No, I'll just pick something up once in a while in a stream. Maybe not for long, usually. But yeah, it happens, especially if there's like something that people specifically want to hear or something like that. Highly requested. Done like a karaoke night or two before, hastily thrown together. Roxanne, again, says, can you try carnivore for a few days? No. Butt Chug says, are your weigh-ins real? No, they're satire. They're dramatizations. It's all out of love for theater. I don't think that question was for me. Ace Creates says, do you like cilantro? Yeah, I do. Enough. I'm not like craving it or anything. I must have said plenty of times now on different videos my bit about cilantro, right? Some people like cilantro. Some people don't. Some people are so ashamed that they don't like cilantro that they have to start making shit up. Actually, it's genetically proven that some people don't taste cilantro the same as others, and it actually tastes kind of like soap or whatever because of my genetics. Listen, I'm not going to force it down your throat. It's okay if you don't like it. You don't have to make shit up. Not everyone likes everything. My favorite people to bully. Marina's Madness says, did anybody ever give that kitty a hot dog? Hopefully not. They don't need all that garlic powder, onion powder, liquid smoke. April Meow Meow says, what's your least favorite vegan product? Mine is cheese. It tastes like sweat. Yeah, it can be pretty bad when like the wrong brand of vegan cheese gets used in a certain application. Like some of them just kind of turn into hot glue when they're melted. It's like nothing holding it together structurally. I do not like things that try to replace a non-vegan protein that aren't a protein. It's not meat, it's jackfruit. It's not meat, it's hearts of palm. It's not a burger, it's corn and carrots and spinach and peas mashed into a patty. That's not performing the same task in the meal at that point. I need protein. I hate when a place is like, oh, we have vegan donuts, and it's like a cupcake, or no, it's like a muffin in just like a ring shape. There's not even like a hole in the middle, just like a dent. They just like baked a little cake, called it a donut. Sianta Sky says, is this ALR style where you only answer questions like what is your favorite color or soup? Yeah, no one's asked me that yet though. Marcia Hunt says, favorite game that came out in 2023? I would say that would be very difficult because of all the great games that came out in 2023, but it is Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. Gotta be the best game ever made. Beating out the former best game ever made, Breath of the Wild. Beating out the last thing before that I called the best game ever made, which was Ocarina of Time. There was probably something in between those two that was better, but I don't know. There's just a gap. But the amount of amazing games in 2023 was so ridiculous. Finally wrapping up Baldur's Gate 3 after putting a couple hundred hours in it. That was amazing. Pikmin 4 was amazing. Mario Wonder, I'm forgetting a bunch. Hannah Foster says, thoughts on the band The 1975? Honestly, I couldn't name a single song. I'm assuming there's some kind of alternative or indie rock. I'm so sorry. Linda Rose says, have you heard anything new about the bump on the log at the hole in the bottom of the sea? They're saying there's a frog on that bump. I can't. The sources say I cannot confirm it this time. Nikki T, I might have said that wrong. When did you go vegan and why? Already pretty much answered that, but like, yeah, I forget if it was like 2016, 2017. Hyper user goes hyperer says, who's your favorite side character? Rank your favorite side characters from all the people you react to. Eric and Ricky are great in Amber's videos because all you're getting from them in those is like the best they got. It dragged on a little bit if you tried to watch Eric's channel, which is gone now, redacted. But that's got to be the best. I always hated when Destiny and Dana showed up. Hated when Hannah and Rafe would show up. Liked Becky. Hated everyone after that. For Cobra, I like when his dad gets involved in things. Also, just really intrigued by Warlord. Gosh. Also a big fan of Post 10's Basement Sink. Go Boogie says top 3 bands / artists you're listening to right now. As of lately, been listening to a lot of Twilight Force. Some very nerdy power metal. Let me just open up my YouTube music, because that's what I use. I don't use Spotify anymore. Oh, Bottle of Blood. I can't go a day without listening to Bottle of Blood. Definitely. And kind of been enjoying some stuff from Cattle Decapitation. Death metal. There you go. That's stuff lately. Everyone should listen to Bottle of Blood. I hear they just recently released a remastered version of their EP, which replaced the old one in all streaming platforms already. Sounds much better. You should take questions from one of Amberlynn's community posts like this and answer them how you think she would. That's not a bad idea. It's not a bad idea at all. That would be a really long role play, though. That was Bridgie the commie. Miss Jenny says, what do your girlfriends think about your body? That was a reference to an Amberlynn video title from recently. I think there's a reply of a very concerned person not realizing the reference. Spoonie Creates says, what is the airspeed velocity of an unladen swallow? No idea. I'd have to imagine in a full dive, it's got to be, I want to say maybe 51, 52 miles per hour. Full nosedive. I don't know what bird that is. Parallel Mazes says, what is your favorite video that you have made? I'm really proud of the Animal Crossing series I had going for a while on my main channel before I had the gaming channel. Just really committed to that, put in the effort, and a bunch of people really enjoyed it, just hit it the right time. Kind of regret not just like fully committing to that head on, but like, I don't know, should have done things a lot more differently setting up my YouTube back in the early days. Also, I've got some videos on WiLLo Davis Games, my second channel. I think they're pretty high up if you just go to the channel page. I think I called them episodes. Highly edited and scripted short videos on some games. That is like me actually putting effort into making a video. Worst videos to make are probably like some random idea of like a thing to react to and then realizing like way too far into the recording process that like it's just, there's just nothing good there. Taking a new chance on something and it's just like not good. Very frustrating. That was Jay Kaminsky, sorry. Jay Kaminsky again says, what video do you give credit to as the video that turned things around, quote, and allowed you to reach success on YouTube enough so that you felt comfortable leaving your full-time job? Well, I originally left my last recent shitty job intending to just find another and knowing that I could just do some YouTube in the meantime to keep me going. And then a certain while into that, I was like, I don't really like that. I just want to keep doing this. First video that actually did anything was the problem with Amber Lynn Reed. I think I may have posted 100 videos before that point, just screwing around on YouTube, not sure what I was doing, a lot of vlogs and stuff. Posted that, it just hit at the right time with the right audience that was looking for more content like that. Did the Toxic Lake video, the Ricky King of Shade video, first Steven Asante video, and those really kind of carried it to like the monetization and stuff. A lot of regrets about how I handled the first bit there. I think I should have just gone full in on the Amber Lynn stuff at that time, and then like pivoted away later. At the time, I was like, I don't want to just be an Amber Lynn channel, so I would like do like one Amber Lynn video and then like a vlog or something unrelated. I would always like space it out. And that was the bad move because of the way the YouTube algorithm works. People just kind of want one thing at a time. And other people who started doing the same thing, they just fully committed to it. And YouTube helped them along a lot more while I suffered. It's been rough, but it's getting better. Adult diagnosed ADHD and now on medication helps. But yeah, those first couple Amber Lynn videos, which are all terrible, so bad, I can't even talk in those. Those are what got it going. Nate Draws Art says, do you have a fursona? If not, would you ever have one? I would. I don't think I'm inspired enough to go through the process of like figuring things out and narrowing it down to something that would represent me. I do like the idea of like a dragon. I've always thought of myself as a koala, but that also seems a little lame. I like the dragons from Spyro that just have like a dad bod somehow, like standing up, you know, just like the first Spyro, you free him from the little statues. I think that's gonna be me. Maybe like black and white with some of my signature yellow. I don't know. If anyone feels like making some fan art of that, or Wilmina, feel free. Steal your inspiration for a fursona. Nonprofit Girl, again, says, tell us about your free time. What do you do and your partner like to do while unplugged? Or plugged is fine. Jamie and I have been taking time every day to play Wordle together and then Connections together, which is another game from like New York Times or whatever. Connections is a lot of fun. It's a quick thing. We both get very frustrated. It's great. We haven't been to concerts in a while, but that used to be a big thing. Might try to go to Judas Priest soon. We like going to semi-nearby places and trying out new and different vegan food. I personally like to play and write music and play video games, and I watch YouTube. I don't really watch any TV or movies. I got YouTube Premium, and I watch documentaries about video games, or, video essays on video games, lore videos, etc. Music and gaming are really my main things. Question continues, or comment continues. Also, what's your favorite band song? How much money would it take to get you to try Cobra's homemade mead? And how many questions may I ask? Oh, wow. Favorite band is Judas Priest. Song? I always used to say Devil's Child by Judas Priest. There's never a great answer for song. Hey, but if you haven't checked out Bottle of Blood yet, I highly recommend. Great band. How much money would it take me to try Cobra's homemade mead? Depends on which mead, how gross it is. I'd have a taste for like 800 if I could be guaranteed to not have like a parasite or something. Probably a lot more if that can't be guaranteed. What's your favorite ALR song parody? I kind of like the metal version of her Walking music that I recently did. I posted that on here. Check that out. But I'll say the Rush Tom Sawyer intro song. I don't even remember it, but I'm pretty sure it is completely gone. It had to get like muted because of copyright, and I don't think I saved it anywhere. So it's gone, I'm pretty sure, unless someone has it. That was It's Courtney. I don't know if I said. Tonks says, how do you and Zachary Michael know each other? Are you friends? I'd say we are friends. Met through both doing some Amberlynn reactions back in like 2018, back when that community was thriving, there was demand, etc. Have not met in person. Hot Latte says, what's your favorite color? Lately I'm really into my signature yellow, hex code FFF000. It's just a great color. Enrique's mom says, were you raised a vegan? Do you think you'll ever have children? Apparently I was vegan for the first couple of months or year or couple of years of my life. Pretty sure my mom was vegan while my brother and I were in the womb, and then we got fed vegan for a long time. I don't remember any of that. That was a long time ago. I was very young. Think you'll ever have children? I don't know. I spent last year really just trying to get my career together on here and salvage a real downward spike from just COVID and not really caring and stuff like that. And now just recently I'm working real hard to try and get things moving to be better than they've ever been here on the internet with my career. We'll see. Hopefully can save up some money, make some significant life events happen, etc. Huge shout out to adult diagnosis of ADHD and Wellbutrin XL's prescription to fight it. Lindsay Moonrabbit says, what's your fave grocery store? Trader Joe's, Aldi, local chain, etc. I don't like Trader Joe's because it's too busy. I don't like Aldi because the one by me is so bad, other than cheap frozen blueberries for my daily morning protein shake that's always the same every single time. I like a nice local grocery store that is the less busy one, the one that's not the one that literally everyone goes to. I don't care if there's a small sacrifice on certain deals or selection, if it means I can just not be bothered by really annoying people that don't know how to move out of the way. New Jersey, etc. Nina Tang says, top bands you'd like to see live in concert, any games you wish you could play, experience for the first time again, cutest and ugliest AC&H villagers, pet peeves. I don't know, I've seen all the bands that I care about most, but it'd be nice to go to again, a nice Volbeat concert, or Crowbot again. Been a long time since I've seen Motionless in White too, at this point. Games wish I could play and experience for the first time again. Maybe Animal Crossing. Maybe Super Mario Odyssey. Wow, that was a great game. Cutest and ugliest AC&H villagers, Chow and Chow. Pet peeves, just really annoying people. Just people who don't get out of the way. People with a hidden agenda. I'm a hater. All I do is hate. That was Nina Tang. Kaylin Joy says, what's your favorite Zelda game and what's your favorite Pokemon game? As I said, Tears of the Kingdom was absolutely amazing, and it might just, it's the top. Then it's right up there with Breath of the Wild, right up there. Honestly, they're probably about equal, but Tears of the Kingdom just did so much. And then Ocarina of Time. Favorite Pokemon game, always look back to Silver version. Just feels like home. I was really into Gen 4 back in the day, too. Going back to it through Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl kind of reminded me of some of the annoying stuff about it. But that was good at the time. But I might fondly remember Gen 4 because of Heart Gold Soul Silver. So, and then just the original Red and Blue. I must have played Blue version so much more than anything else. Just over and over again, different builds, trying out different things. If I'm I feel like Pokemon and I just want to grab something, it's probably going to be Blue version, honestly. It's just such a mindless playthrough to me at this point. But you know what? Legends Arceus was so amazing, and I'm really hoping they do another thing like that. That was one of the most fun I've had in a Pokemon game in a long time. Lindsay Moonrabbit again says, do you prefer coffee, hot versus iced, or energy drinks? I do like coffee a lot, mostly iced, but usually prefer an energy drink. I mean, if like going to the store, it's like always expensive and stuff. But I got the Gamer Sups powder. Put 3 scoops of that into my protein shake in the morning. Don't care. Don't care if you don't want to hear that or if that's gross. It's what I have for breakfast every single day. Vanilla protein powder, unsweetened almond milk, 3 scoops of blue raspberry Gamer Sups, a handful of blueberries frozen. Same thing every morning. 2 of the same soups for lunch and dinner, unless Jamie's got an idea for something or there's leftovers. Apparently that's an ADHD thing. Victorious Lil Dog says, if Wilhelmina had a chow, what kind would it be? What would it look like? And what would its abilities be? It would be a like sparkly peridot color chow, neutral, flying type. Flying, like doubled down on the flying. No mouth. And no animals. All S's, all stats. Victorious Little Dog again says, hole at the bottom of the sea update. I already did that. Sagelic says, how did you and Jamie, a.k.a. Buddy, meet? Already mentioned that. Tinder, back in the day. Jackie Attacky says, favorite retro game/game you grew up with? Way too many to pick. Pokemon Blue version, Super Mario Sunshine, Smash Bros. Melee. God, I love the GameCube. Jackie Attacky again says, would you paint your nails neon puke green? Probably not. I don't think I could see myself doing anything other than the black, other than maybe like a silver or like a white or gray if I really felt like it, but no plans on doing that. Nikki Chuckles says, did you have a nice time going to get coffee with Jamie? That's my question. Oh, that was relevant at the time that was asked. Yes, I believe we did. Have a nice time. Thanks. Mommy Lou says, do you and Jamie plan to have kids one day? Sorry if TMI. Yeah, I will have to see. I would love to be in a place where that sounds even financially possible, etc. But working on it. Big money moves this year. Productivity. Yazba says, what is the symbol on your necklace? The necklace I usually wear in some videos is like a Judas Priest thing. Is it on here? Is it on Defenders of the Faith? Do not recall. It's on a couple other album covers on Painkiller. It first shows up on Sad Wings of Destiny as a necklace around the angel. I think it's lovingly called the Devil's Tuning Fork or something. Amy Vanzel says, my partner also has a recording engineering / music production degree he doesn't use. Excellent. Do you ever wish you learned HVAC or to code? Seriously though, is there something you'd like to learn to do either professionally or as a serious hobby? It's clear you're creative and probably a quick learner when things genuinely interest you. No interest in HVAC. I learn things as needed when the need arises. I learned how to replace my kitchen sink drain when it was having a leak. I'm pretty proud of that. Repaired my air conditioner once, so you know what? I already am in HVAC. But yeah, the biggest thing that interested me, I accomplished in the past couple of months, went all in learning how to play metal guitar. I always just tinkered with the guitar, just pluck with fingers on acoustic or whatever. Mainly play bass guitar, so not very good at this one. But really went in, watched all these videos on picking technique and left hand technique, right hand technique, just different tips for metal stuff, how to just get it all set up to play. Watched all these lessons on that. Got way into metal mixing, which is just has a lot of different things from say other styles of music doing the mixing of. Watch all these videos from engineers on different things, recommending products, how to make things sound the way you want, to a point that I'm coming out with some pretty good sounding stuff, in my opinion. Stuff I never would have been able to do last year. What a brag. T-Dub says, Does your mother know what you do for a living? Yeah, she does. Vaguely. One thing you don't realize, becoming a YouTuber or content creator, is how little people in your real life will actually care. Not like I'm upset about it. Like, it's probably for the better. Like, I'm not proud of most of the stuff I do on here for money. Not proud of most of my work. But, you'd be surprised how much people in my real life, like, you like live stream or something. You like, what do you play? Do you play video games? Joanna M says, what part of New Jersey are you from? I'm a Jersey girl too. Oh, North Jersey, quite north. End up in New York State a lot. I'm pretty darn close to New York City. Hate the city. Never want to go there. But I could like drive for 5 minutes and like see the skyline. Rattlemouth says, are you and Jamie having kids? Are you guys going to get married? What's the holdup? So we're engaged. Wedding's really expensive. We've been lucky, like some family members like, oh, let me know if you need me to help out a little bit, which is very nice. I'd like to not rely on that, but sure is expensive. We'll have to see. And yeah, it's like I'm trying so hard to get focused on just like saving up some money right now. So the next steps seem to make a lot more sense. But we have toured some venues and stuff. Get an idea. Guardian Angel says, which song that you've covered is the one you're most proud of? As far as the little like WiLLo intros, none of them really. Just quickly thrown together. I really like that the Amberlynn Walking music cover I recently did though. But non that related, that Crazy Train cover I did on Joey's channel, and there's another one, an Alice in Chains song that I sang on that. That was good. Joey set that up really nice. Ninja Girl says, why is ALR? You know the answer. It's you and me. It's all of us. We did. Till Sun Don't Shine says, what happened to your Animal Crossing island? That got me through COVID. Me too. Yeah, I would have loved to keep that going. It seemed to have kind of just like run its course. As I said, I probably should have just committed to that. Like there was some good momentum going with that. Each little kind of daily Animal Crossing vlog would get like a couple thousand views, which was really cool, really inspiring. And then they just, the updates started dwindling, and I guess I just started moving on to other stuff. But should have kept going with the gaming content, but oh well. Next Animal Crossing. The next Animal Crossing that comes out, maybe I'll just drop everything and just go full on into it. Just ride that wave, I'll be there. I'm really proud of that whole era though, like, cause I was so excited for that Animal Crossing to come out, New Horizons, and I was like, when this comes out, I'm just gonna start recording it, and I'm just gonna make it a whole thing, and I did, and then it kind of stopped at a certain point, but like it sure was going strong. Next time a wave comes along like that, I'll hop on. Dana Safranic says, King Cobra is stranded on a desert island. What would be the only 3 things he's allowed to choose to take with him? His puppet Sean, his PlayStation 3 with COD zombies, and tactical soap. The Jellysaur says, tell us the proposal story. Oh boy, I've definitely gone into detail on like Twitch, but I suppose that's not preserved anywhere. How to not make this a whole very, very long thing. Planned a trip to Salem. Little quick vacation. It's hard for us to get off more than that because there's all these pets to take care of and stuff. Really need to would have to really pay someone to pet sit if we're gonna do a longer thing. But anyway, yeah, trip to Salem. Planned out this whole day of fun things, scheduled out. Want to make it perfect day for Jamie. Had the ring in my backpack that I bought for the trip, that I made sure was nice and secure and sturdy and had a special pocket and some spots where you wouldn't think that were padded. Carried that around the entire day. Sun was starting to set. It was getting to be about that time. Went to this park It has a bunch of willow trees, not because of that. That would be weird, but just because it was a very nice park that looks out on the bay or whatever is there. Really cool place with like a cool history. Went walking around there. It was very lovely. Sunset. Found a nice spot between a couple of hills where like there wasn't a bunch of people looking or whatever. It's just kind of weirdly secluded. Went up to the top of that and did it there. It's very nice. Perfect execution. The mass holes really tried to stop it getting there. The drivers are just so bad. There was so many accidents on that stupid highway up there that's just 2 lanes. No one moves out of the way for these emergency vehicles. All this traffic. They're such bad drivers. All these goddamn Trevors driving their white mid-size Hyundais with a death wish. What's the deal with you New Englanders? Why do you do that? Why are you just crashing into each other? Stop it. There was so many accidents, so many delays. Start getting into the towns, the layouts of the streets don't make any sense because they're so old. Anyway, it was a great day. Boat trip, little boat tour of the bay, historical stuff on there, spooky things, witch stuff, all great. The Jeffrey Killer says, "Why you got a dumpy? What that thing do? Do you need your pants tailored?" Couple months ago when I was like, still in process of trying to get my shit together, which is an ongoing thing, hit up Target, got a pair of skinny fit black jeans, got a slight amount of stretch to them, just been rocking that since daily. Occasional shorts day for like if it's hot or I'm just comfy or need laundry done or whatever. But you know what? They could use a little more fabric in the back, you're right. I don't want a plumber's crack. Alexandra Mack says, "What breed of dog is Holly? She's a Havanese, unless there's something else mixed in there that we don't know about. But probably just Havanese. Just really small as far as Havanese go. She's like just under 10 pounds. Very, very small. I know Havanese can get up to a decent size, right? But yeah, she's a rescue, so don't have any good info. She came from a house of neglect. Real bad situation with her and her brother in some place with old people. Flower Fluff, this might be the last one unless I refresh and there's more, says, "Who's your favorite that you cover and who's your least favorite and why?" Like for reactions and stuff. I do like the Becky era the most. It's still so annoying in so many ways. But if I had to pick one, that's fine. And I think that's probably a good reason why I picked that one to go back to. Hit the nostalgia. The modern day Amberlynn sucks so bad. Amberlynn before Becky era sucks so bad. There's never any updates on Steven Asante. But when there is something, some of those videos do so insanely well. I wish there was more to do. Cobra's fine. It's so hard to react to his stuff because of how hit or miss it is on quality, and also I never know what he's gonna say, if he's just gonna drop some weird slurs or something because he's just an absolute mess, or just something weird happens with substances or something like that. Makes it difficult to cover. I like doing like the gaming role plays. Anyone remember Eric Hard Gare Cook? The Breton, when I played Oblivion, I was like, what if Eric Cook was in Oblivion? Should we put out a new episode of that? Kind of wish Eric Cook made content still. That'd be interesting. I do really appreciate all the new people that came on board for the recent King Cobra drama, though. So if more stuff happens with that, I would love to get into it because so many people enjoyed it recently. And let me give a refresh here. Newest first. I think that's it. Probably should take this post down now. Wow, that was 1 hour and 44 minutes of recording, just because I just need a lot of downtime to think in silence, because tired and brain not work good. Hope everyone got in the questions they wanted. I know there's going to be a comments on this. I didn't know. I didn't know there was a Q&A. I have got questions. Anyway, I'll read the comments on this video. See what you have to say about my pitiful existence. Always nice to make a video. That's not just a reaction. Well, I am just reacting to your questions, really. Wow, and I barely have to edit this too. Just cut out silence and listen back. Pretty cool. All right, well, thanks for listening to me talk about myself. You can always join over on twitch.tv/WiLLo Davis if you think I'm pretty cool. Want to get more involved with, our little community. And everyone should listen to Bottle of Blood. Bye-bye. I hear the call from the